So as a lot of you probably already know, is a few hours ago, the 2015 regulations were announced. I am filming this on June 16th, so it was a few hours ago. Probably be uploaded probably in the next few days. I'll upload this video, but I just wanted to go over like the changes in the regulations and let you guys know my opinion on them. And so this was kind of a shock to me, as it probably was for a lot of people, because when Chris Olsen interviewed Kit Clement, the head of the WRC, he said that there wouldn't be any 2015 regulations, and now Kit Clement just announced it on the WCA website. It will take into effect on July 1st, 2015. Let's just get started on some of the things. First of all, is sticker cubes are now illegal. I think this is something that they've been wanting to do for a while. It's in the process, and that's good. Yeah, I don't have an opinion. I didn't really think it gave people that big of an advantage. So yeah, it's cool. I might actually switch to stickerless cubes because I don't hate replacing stickers. Next, competitors may be given a tentative extra attempts during incidents with an unclear outcome. This is a pretty good one. Change that they fix, because a lot of times, like, a lot of incidents don't really have a clear outcome, and then I believe they just become a DNF, and now they're making it so that those things will be better for competitors. Next is the recommended standard procedures given for extra scrambles as described. So yes, I guess this regulation was just given for clarification purposes, because it just seems like there's some issue with extra scrambles. The next one is, I kind of like it. Competitor that I think will be good. Its competitors may DNS, which means did not start, and an individually scheduled attempt, and so will still be eligible for future attempts. One thing that comes in mind for this is probably FMC, like in big competitions. Like, you could, if you don't show up to your first attempt, you can still come to your second and third attempt. So yeah, that will be good. And this one is probably a really good one. Competitors must not compete with the intention of intentionally poor results or DNF. So if someone's showing up to a competition and not knowing how to solve a cube and just DNFing it, yeah, this basically says that, yeah, people shouldn't do that, because on the organization side, it really does waste a lot of time and slows the competition down a lot. And then the next one is newer competitors may be given an extra attempt for their inexperience in a competition. This only allows a full extra attempt and does not ignoring individual penalties. So I'm not exactly sure what will happen here if they're given an extra attempt. Yeah, I just don't find that too clear, but that is good that they're making a competition environment better for beginners and people who are new competing. Okay, so the next one is organizers may enforce the use of the object to prevent square one from being altered in transport into timing stations. If used, competitors must remove this during inspection, and the organization team must make it clear that such a tab is being used. So yes, I think this regulation is great because it'll help a lot of problems they had with square one misalignment. I don't know why this is being put in. I think it's just making it more clear, because I know some competitions in China or Japan, somewhere around in Asia, were already using this. And okay, so the next one is, it has been excessively clarified that the board has the ability to modify results when regulations have not been observed. So yes, I think this is good because, yeah, even though the board could already do, modify results, it just basically clarifies why they can do it to make it more clear. Yeah, and I do agree that the board has any right to modify the results of any competition, especially if the regulations aren't being followed. Okay, the next one I feel is really good. It's that the O-rings and battery compartments are strongly recommended. So what this will fix is, on the Gen 3 timers, they have lots of problems with resetting and turning off, and the O-rings and padding the timer compartment really helps with that, to prevent that. So yes, that's really good. I didn't know why they required them, but yeah. Competitors must not reset the timer until the end of the attempt, and it has been explicitly clarified that the judges may not write down time from memory. I think this is pretty good because it's preventing judges, if the timer gets reset and they kind of remember it, but it's not the exact time, that prevents that. I'm pretty sure they'll just get re-scrambled if that happens. It might just be a DNF, I'm not really sure on that. Then the next is competitors are allowed to use clock during FMC to keep track of time. I'm all for that. It just helps better time management in FMC. And then the next one just clarifies the competitors don't need to turn their solution on the FMC sheet. Just clarifies that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. That's cool that people can do that. I really don't care. The organization team may require stronger measures to ensure correct scrambles. So I'm not sure exactly what organization teams. I know probably in my next competition that if we have the staff, have a scramble checker or something like that. I'm not sure what we'll actually start enforcing, but it will help a lot. Basically with making sure that the scrambles go out or scramble correctly, which was a huge problem. And then next, the Pyraminx must require at least 6 moves to solve rather than 7, matching the number of moves in the current Pyraminx world record solution. So yeah, I think this is awesome. It just makes it easier to be able to solve a Pyraminx. Yeah. And next, cameras are explicitly permitted as long as competitors do not interact with them. Yeah, I didn't know cameras weren't permitted, but either way, we can still use cameras to record ourselves and such, just as long as we're not like using them, I guess, while we're solving. And then the next one, it has been explicitly clarified that not resetting timer before the attempt is the judge's fault and results in an extra attempt. That is actually a very good thing that they clarified that it's the judge's fault, because that's something that's kind of vague in the regulations, but the current regulation. But that's good because it's not really fair to the competitor if they go up and they don't notice that the timer's on, not reset because the judge didn't do it, and then they get a DNF. It just makes it clear that they should get an extra attempt for that. Next, the starting orientation clock does not specify a certain side of the clock for scrambling. I think that just makes it easier to scramble clock and stuff. I don't think it really matters. Then next, I really don't agree with this, is using video evidence to recover times that the competitor reset is not allowed. I'm not really sure why they did this or what was their thought in this. To me, I think we should use video evidence in case the competitor resets the timer before the score or before the judge gets to write it down. I'm not sure really what was the thinking of that. So if you have any questions about these regulations or you want to share your opinion with me, you can go ahead and leave me a comment. If you want to see similar videos, you can subscribe. Have a nice day, guys.